Hi everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you've used the past couple of videos to practice and improve some of your softball skills. We're going to continue today with some more. So I think I mentioned in the last video what we are actually going to do in this third video. So today's video is going to be about fly balls. It's kind of the final video where we are specifically working on a type of catch. Alright, so we've done regular throws and catches. We have done ground balls, and yeah, this is fly balls today. So first of all, we'll quickly recap last week. We'll have a bit of a warm-up, and then we'll get into kind of the main bulk of this video. So last week's video was, as I just mentioned, on ground balls. All right, we did a little bit of work on ground balls, okay, getting our glove down, getting our second hand in, being in an athletic position. We had a bit of a competition to see how many ground balls you could field in 1 minute. We had a bit of some adaptations in there for people who may not have equipment. So hopefully you guys have managed to practice that, maybe had a little go of it between videos, hopefully seen some improvements in your score. But yeah, that's what we did last week. This week, let's get started by doing a bit of a warm-up. So here is the warm-up, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Next 30 seconds is going to be star jumps. Okay, so next are windmills. So you're going to do feet shoulder width apart. Using your hands, you are just going to bend and touch your foot with the opposite hand. Okay, just bend your knees a little bit. Try and keep your legs fairly straight, but with a little bit of bend in them. So. So we're going to warm up our legs a little bit more. I call this one open and close the gate. So all you're going to do is just jogging on the spot. Every couple of seconds, you're just going to bring your knee up, out and round. So for this side, up, out and round. Once you've done that on each leg, you can then bring it up and back in. Same for the other side, up and back in. So let's have a little go at that. So let's get our arms moving again a little bit. So we're just going to rotate our arms. And then we're going to move backwards. Do this one, so you can do one arm forwards, one arm backwards. If you can do that, can you do it the other way? Okay, so now you guys have done the warm-up again, what I would suggest now is expanding it a little bit and also again recapping on the stuff we've done in previous weeks. So take a couple of minutes, do some throwing against the wall that we did in video 1. So remembering that again, the 3 steps, point, step, throw. Have a little go at that, and then also practice some of the ground balls that we did in the last video. So yeah, go away, practice those for a couple of minutes. Again, give yourself some little internal competitions. Can you pick a spot? Can you hit that spot however many times? With the ground ball, how many can you do in a minute or 30 seconds, whatever it is. Yeah, give yourself some little competitions, practice those, warm yourself up a little bit more, and then we're going to get back onto the next step, which is fly balls. Okay, so fly balls. What they are is balls that come towards you from the air. So it could be a batter's hit the ball, it's gone way up into the air, and your job is to field it. Now, obviously, if you catch it before it hits the ground, the batter is automatically out, which is what we want to aim to do. If it bounces first, you're then going to have to field it and get it back to the bases. All right, so ideally, we want to catch it without a bounce. So what that's going to need is for you to watch the ball, to get into a position where you can catch it. As I said before, the ball's not always going to come straight towards you, so you will have to move to get yourself in a good position to field. So yeah, you're going to move into a position to field it, and you are going to hold your glove up, second hand up to support it, and try and make that catch. All right, so when we do field fly balls, we may need to run for them. We may need to run to get into a position to catch. Now, what some people do is put their glove up in the air and start running with their glove up. All right, that's something we don't want to do. What I would like you to try and do is to run in, glove tucked in, run into the position you need to be, then get your glove up. All right, it's just going to help you move a little bit quicker. So once you've done that, once you're in your position, you can then get your glove up, get your second hand up to support it, and make the catch. All right. It's going to be a little bit different at the moment because we've not got nobody hitting it towards us. So what we're going to start with is just self-feeding, so feeding to ourselves. So all I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to throw the ball up in the air. I'm going to get my glove up, second hand up to support, all right, and I'm going to try and make the catch. All right. Ideally, you want to make the catch up here. All right. You don't want to have your glove down here. The ball's high. So when we talked about the clock in video 1. If the ball was high, this is where our glove was, up here. All right, so I'm going to have a little go at that quickly, and then you guys can have a little go yourself. So have a little look at mine. Okay, so hopefully you saw there that it doesn't always come straight back towards you. All right, even if I'm feeding to myself, sometimes I will need to move my feet, which is what you would need to do in a match. So that's the first drill you're going to do. So have a go at that. Practice. It's no challenge yet. Just practice and get used to it. All right. First thing to do. So you're going to try that. So pause the video. Head out. Practice that a little bit. Okay. So the second way you can practice some fly balls is again with a wall. If you don't have a partner, if you've got a partner, fantastic. Your partner can throw it up to you. But if you don't, like I don't today, you can use a wall again. The wall needs to be a little bit higher. You're not going to be able to do this one indoors, because obviously you will have a ceiling restricting how high you can throw it. But yeah, if you've got an outside wall somewhere that you can use, it'd be fantastic. So here's my outside wall. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw the ball against the wall. Again, underarm in an upward motion, so it kind of bounces off the wall and comes out to me nice and high. So again, I'll give you a little clip of that, and then you can practice it yourselves. Remembering the good technique. Okay, so glove up, move your feet to where you need to be, and get your second hand in there to support the glove. So hopefully it should look a little bit like this. Okay, so there are some little adaptations for you. 2 ways of practicing the fly ball. So practice those both ways. If you've got an outside wall, perfect. If not, you can do it the other way. And then the challenge, we'll come to that after you've practiced. So challenge number 1 for fly balls is without the wall. So what you want to do, throw the ball up in the air like we were, catch the ball like we practiced using that good technique, and a little bit of a challenge is to see how many claps you can do between throwing the ball and catching it. Now, rules: if you throw the ball and you clap, but you drop it, your claps do not count. Your score only counts if you actually catch the ball. All right, we're not adding scores together, we're not keeping track of how many we do in however long for this one. It's literally just how many can you do. Say I do 6 in my first one, but then I get 7 in my next one. 7 is my highest score so far. All right, have a practice at that. Again, I'm going to get my HTC team to have a little go as well, so you see some clips of myself and them doing it in the next kind of part of the video. But yeah, how many claps can you do in a minute before you catch it? I'm just going to do one or two little examples now quickly, so you can see before you head over. Okay, so that was 7. That was 8. Okay, that one was 9. 9 again. So, as you saw, my first 2, I lost my technique because I was thinking about the competition element. I caught like this rather than like this. I'm not going to count those ones. I'm going to count the ones where my technique is right, so my glove is up and I'm using my second hand. So my highest score so far is 9. Again, next clip will be me and my team practicing this, and you guys go away and practice it as well. See how many you get. Okay, so next little part of the challenge that you can do with fly balls is, again, it's against the wall. So we've practiced just throwing it up, clapping. Now we're going to see how many catches we can do in a minute again. So time a minute, throw your ball against the wall, making sure you're catching it kind of around head height or above. That would be a fly ball. Yeah, just see how many you can get. It depends obviously how much space you have, if you can do this, if you have an outside wall. But I'm going to give it a little go now, again, so you can see a little clip of me actually doing it, so you know what to do. And then again, we'll have a little clip after this so you can see kind of me and some of my HTC team giving it a go. So here's a little demonstration. That glove up, second hand behind it, making these catches. Move your feet if you need to. Okay, so that's the challenge. How many can you do in a minute? Okay, so that is today's video done. Just a quick review again. We worked on fly balls. So it was the third in 3 videos of the basics of catching. Alright, so video 1 was just regular catching with some throwing. Video 2 was ground balls, and video 3 that we've just done was fly balls. So again, go away, practice them, see if you can improve your scores, challenge some friends maybe, and yeah, just have a go, have some fun, adapt with whatever you can around the house. What we're going to do next week, like I said, we've finished the basics and some little kind of skills and drills with throwing and catching. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up to something a little bit different for next video. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep practicing. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos and they're giving you a bit of a challenge and something to do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.